Welcome back to our channel, the top 2 most expensive 50 cents Australian coins, complete with stunning design specs, historical depth, and wealth beyond imagination. These aren't just coins. They're hidden powerhouses of incredible fortune, and if you have one in your possession, you might be holding the key to becoming a millionaire overnight. Especially those tied to Australia's bicentennial milestones. They're worth a fortune. Let's unveil their legendary status. Let's get started. Absolutely. The 2005 Australian 50-cent World War II 1939 to 1945 remembrance coin is not just a numismatic gem. It's a breathtaking tribute to one of the most pivotal periods in history, bearing the dignified profile of Queen Elizabeth II. This coin doesn't just tell a story, it holds history in its metal, and under the right conditions, it might just hold a millionaire's fortune. A coin born from history's greatest chapter. In 2005, to mark the 60th anniversary of the end of World War II, the Royal Australian Mint issued a stunning 50-cent coin that stunned collectors. This coin wasn't just about currency, it was a national tribute, a moment of reflection, victory, and honor, captured in a single circular monument of remembrance. The Return Home, a design that speaks to the soul. On the reverse, designed by Vladimir Gottwald, the imagery is profound. A proud naval ship cuts through calm waters as it returns home from war. Soldiers stand at attention on the dock, flags flutter in the breeze, and behind them, a grateful nation awaits. It's not just art, it's a snapshot of peace after 6 long years of global turmoil. The Queen's timeless presence, the obverse elegance. The obverse features the regal effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. It's a profile brimming with poise and legacy, crowned and set against the coin's sharp, dodecagon shape. Her title reads, Elizabeth II Australia 2005, establishing it as a modern relic tied to both monarchy and memory. Not just round, a striking dodecagon design. This coin isn't smooth or circular, it has 12 flat sides, giving it a signature that's instantly recognizable. The dodecagonal shape gives it elegance and gravitas, distinguishing it from other circulating coins and echoing the strength and stability of the era it commemorates. Specifications that make it stand out. Weighing 15.55 grams, made from copper nickel, 75% copper, 25% nickel, and measuring 31.65 millimeters in diameter. This coin has both presence and polish. It is minted to last, forged to be felt, and valued beyond its weight. Limited mintage, the secret to its rising value. Although approximately 15.9 million of these coins were released into circulation, few remain in pristine, uncirculated condition. Collectors prize MS-grade coins, mint state, with no signs of wear. And when those show up in the market, they're snatched at skyrocketing prices. Collector editions, proof of wealth. In addition to circulating coins, limited proof and uncirculated versions were released by the Royal Australian Mint. These were presented in protective capsules and presentation boxes, making them premium collectibles. Some are now trading for hundreds of dollars and rising steadily. Hidden wealth in error coins. There are documented instances of striking errors in this coin series, off-center strikes, double strikes, and weak rims. These errors turn ordinary coins into rare treasures. A collector recently paid over 800 Australian dollars for one such rare error. Imagine what a unique misprint in your possession might fetch. Commemorative power drives demand. Coins tied to historical events, especially wars, have emotional power. The World War II remembrance coin is not just for collectors, but also for descendants of veterans, history lovers, and patriotic Australians. This global appeal means demand is surging outside Australia too. The Queen's connection multiplies its value. With the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, coins bearing her portrait have seen increased attention and skyrocketing values. The 2005 50-cent piece features her mid-reign profile, which is now part of royal legacy. This adds another powerful layer of desirability. From pocket change to auction star. While many of these coins entered circulation, it's the uncirculated and error-strike versions that have made headlines. Online auctions have seen bidding wars over these coins, especially when certified and graded by institutions like PCGS or NGC. Your billionaire moment could be hiding in a coin folder. Imagine checking your old change jar or coin album and finding this exact coin in mint or near-mint condition, especially with a rare flaw. That's the kind of discovery that's made ordinary people into millionaires overnight. This coin's potential is no exaggeration, it's documented. Don't spend, preserve, and profit. If you own this coin, don't spend it, protect it. Store it in a coin capsule, avoid handling it directly, and consider having it professionally graded. Coins in MS-67 or MS-68 grade can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on rarity and condition. Final word, a tiny coin, a titanic legacy. The 2005 World War II 50-cent Australian coin is more than a piece of currency. It's a masterwork of remembrance, royalty, and rare fortune. In the right condition, it can fetch life-changing money. Its design honors the past, but its value can redefine your future. You might be holding more than metal. You could be holding a millionaire's key. Second, you're about to uncover the thrilling secrets of the 1999 Australian 50-cent coin, a piece that might look ordinary at first glance, but to the right collector, it's pure treasure. From hidden minting quirks to historical elegance and millionaire-making potential, this coin could very well be your golden ticket. Not just currency, a legacy in your pocket. The 1999 Australian 50-cent coin isn't just legal tender, it's a minted monument. It represents Australia's rich heritage, brilliant design, and craftsmanship that whispers the legacy of a continent. If you have one, you're holding more than metal. You're holding history, rarity, and potential wealth that could shock the world. The royal face of a nation. On the obverse of the coin sits a familiar and powerful image, Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This portrait, introduced in 1998, was more realistic and mature than earlier versions, representing strength, dignity, and continuity. Her profile is not only regal, it's now highly sought after following her passing, turning every coin with her likeness into a rising collector's item. The Shield of Symbols, Australia's coat of arms. Flip the coin, and you're greeted with the official Australian coat of arms. The kangaroo and emu stand proudly on either side of the shield, which holds 6 sections, each representing one of the original states. It's a display of unity, sovereignty, and the essence of Australia in one spectacular design. A shape that stands alone. Unlike most coins, this beauty has a dodecagonal shape, 12 edges of uniqueness. It makes it instantly recognizable and easier to identify among ordinary coins. This shape has become symbolic of the Australian 50-cent piece, adding visual and collectible flair that drives up desirability in numismatic circles. The magic of the metal. Made of copper nickel, 75% copper and 25% nickel, the coin has a silvery finish that shines with strength. It weighs 15.55 grams and stretches 31.65 millimeters in diameter, making it one of the largest standard circulation coins in Australia. This size alone gives it weight, both literally and financially. Mintage mystery, numbers that matter. In 1999, approximately 29.2 million of these coins were minted, which might seem like a lot, but here's the twist. Over time, many were damaged, lost, or heavily circulated. High-grade or uncirculated versions are now rare, and rare means valuable, especially those graded MS-67 Plus or with proof-like features. Special collector versions. The Royal Australian Mint often releases uncirculated and proof versions of these coins in special packaging. These collector's editions have a mirror-like finish and sharply struck detail, making them infinitely more valuable than their circulated cousins. Some fetch hundreds of dollars depending on their preservation. Error coins, a collector's jackpot. Here's where things get exciting. Some 1999 50-cent coins contain minting errors, off-center strikes, doubling on the Queen's profile, weak rims, or planchet flaws. These errors aren't mistakes, they're gold mines. In auctions, such coins can command sky-high prices, especially if certified by PCGS or NGC. Bicentennial buzz. A case of mistaken rarity? Although this isn't technically a bicentennial coin, many confuse it due to its release just after Australia's bicentennial era, 1788 to 1988, and ahead of the Millennium celebration. This close association with historic milestones makes people hang on to them, raising their collectability and demand. A coin that grows in value. As Australia modernizes its currency and digital transactions rise, these coins are becoming scarcer in circulation. The fewer that exist in high quality, the more they rise in value. Investors and collectors are already buying and grading these coins in anticipation of a future price boom. Global demand beyond Australia. Here's the sleeper advantage. International collectors are obsessed with Queen Elizabeth II memorabilia after her reign ended. This coin's obverse design makes it a global interest. Rare Australian coins are now hot property worldwide, giving this piece cross-continental demand. Condition is king. If your 1999 50-cent coin is in mint or near mint condition, especially if untouched, uncirculated, or encapsulated, it could be worth far more than face value. Look for sharp edges, clear facial features, no discoloration, and mirror-like luster. These attributes multiply your coin's value exponentially. QQQ, your gateway to a collector's empire. What begins with a 1999 coin might lead to an entire collection. If you're sitting on this coin, especially one with high grade or a unique error, you could be holding the key to launching a fortune-building hobby. There are stories of coins like this selling for $1,000 plus at auctions, depending on rarity and grade. Don't spend it. Guard it like treasure. So here's the final word. Don't spend it. Not now, not ever. Store it in a protective capsule, avoid fingerprint oils, and consider a professional grading service. This isn't just a coin. It's a stealthy millionaire maker, a symbol of Australian legacy, and a future auction star waiting to shine. The 1999 50-cent piece may be humble in your hands, but to the right buyer, it's a dream realized.